What's the thing with Jamie and Carrie?
She doesn't want to have sex, that's the thing.
But then she had a thing with someone new.
Did a little bit more sightseeing, but actually it was all done in bed.
You had the same room?
But it was nothing.
After he has a thing of his own.
Took my opportunity and got a lip lock on the dance floor.
She made me want to touch my own butt. Will they still have a thing for each other?
She doesn't want to have sex, that's the thing.
Or a change of heart?
Welcome to Changeof Heart. This is the show where couples who've reached a crossroads in their relationship voluntarily go on one blind date with someone new. Now, these guys, they met when he showed up on her doorstep after a 3-day party binge, and he was asking for a haircut. And it wasn't long after that before a quick trim and a blow dry gelled, come on, these are hair terms, gelled into sheer romance. Now, they've been dating for 4 months, so let's meet our couple. Please welcome Jamie Button and Carrie Cook. Now, you guys are on the show because you ran into some kinks, I guess, in the relationship. Now, Carrie, what is it about Jamie that you're considering maybe giving him the brush off?
Jamie can't keep his hands off of himself.
Off of himself?
Off of himself. He touches himself. He's like a monkey.
What are you talking about?
Everywhere,
No. You like it when I touch myself, and then it makes you want to touch yourself.
I tell you it's disgusting.
No, you get one drink in her,
I tell you it's disgusting
one drink in
and you
her,
think I
and
like
the
it.
clothes, boom,
Really?
off.
I want to hang out at your house for an afternoon. Now, Jamie, she's looking pretty sexy, and I don't understand why you'd rather just touch yourself, though. Am I missing something?
No, she doesn't want to have sex. That's the thing.
Well, that's morally decision on my behalf.
Oh, morals. You have no morals.
Yes.
I've seen you touch yourself, and you have
obviously
no
I do.
morals
We
with
haven't had
yourself.
sex.
Why would you have morals with somebody else?
Well, she'd have to set the line somewhere, I guess. So, Carrie, it's a big, important decision, I guess. Something you don't take lightly?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Now, Carrie, with all this talk about the physical parts of your relationship, what I want to know is he everything that you're looking for physically?
Jamie's not big enough for me.
Wait a minute. What do you mean by not big enough?
I want to feel like a woman, like a bigger, protected, somebody I don't have to protect.
What do you think? He's too small, too scrawny?
Too small, feminine, kind of.
Like you have to protect me or something like that?
Well, I
Beat up
feel
somebody
that
with your
way
breasts or
sometimes.
something?
Now, Carrie, if you're not that attractive to him, why are you together?
Jamie's a sweet guy. Really and truly he is. He's got a great heart. He doesn't judge me. He always has the right thing to say.
Yeah.
Really and truly.
Okay.
He's a sweet guy.
Now, Jamie, let's talk about Carrie a little bit. Is she your type when it comes to, all her physical attributes?
She's way too much of a primper.
I am not.
Yes, you are.
I am
No,
not.
it takes forever to get out of the house. She puts on loads and loads of makeup. I mean, fake eyelashes.
I did that one time when we went out.
No,
one
they're
time.
always
One
on the,
time
they're
that we
always
went
on the
out.
bathroom.
I don't know, the
nipple ring.
payoff seems to be pretty nice.
No, and the nipple ring. She's got to have the nipple ring. The T-shirt's got to show off the nipple ring.
You are such a liar.
Oh, no, you always see a little circle right there.
You are
Trust me,
such
I
a
notice these
liar.
things.
Whatever.
Yeah, Carrie, is Jamie a funny guy? I mean, do you have a good time?
He thinks he is.
Oh,
But he's not.
You don't find
He's
him
not.
amusing at all?
No, he makes impressions of everybody, conversations, movies.
You leave me alone. Stop talking about me, big old pimper going to jail, talking
does
4 o'clock in the morning,
this.
dressed
He
up as a
does.
nipple ring. Shut up.
He
It's
does.
a cheesy food.
Now, that's not bad, because I recognize her right away. Cartman from South Park.
Yeah.
See, it's not a bad impression.
Yeah.
Now, Jamie, what about being serious? Are you ever serious with Carrie?
I would like to be, but Carrie only knows enough to get her right through her day.
Whatever.
That's not
Whatever.
really
I know what I
flattering.
need to know.
No, you
We
know
just
what's
have different
right in
interests.
front of you.
Not
We just
too
have
bright?
different
To this
interests.
girl, Jerry Springer is Nietzsche. You know what I'm talking about?
Please, we have different interests. That's why.
Oh, no, you asked me the other day, have you ever heard of the Grateful Dead? And I'm like, I'm a deadhead!
I guess you would have heard of him then. So, Jamie, how's the relationship lasted this far then?
Well, basically, I need to see her to get through my day. I mean, she's a lot of fun, and she really keeps me, calm and cool, and just helps me relax at the end of the day. And she's just sweet. And
All right. So she's doing something right. But Carrie, why did you think this was a good idea to come on the show and go on these dates?
I wanted to basically date maybe somebody more like my ideal fantasy date, something like that.
And to see what the comparison is like.
Absolutely. See what
Okay.
it's like.
Well, when we come back, we're going to meet Carrie's fantasy date, so stay here. Jamie and Carrie. Now, Carrie says Jamie can't keep his hands out of his pants. He won't stop doing bad impressions and has the body of a little girl. So we set her up with a stud who says he's the master of his own domain, that the only impression he makes is a good one, and that his body comes courtesy of Adonis. So please welcome Brent Schneider. Jamie, let me ask you, do you think he looks man enough for your woman?
He looks strong like bull. Well, probably smart like bull, too.
Okay, Carrie, I heard that you guys went to San Francisco for the date. Now, was this decided before you guys even met, or what?
Actually, yeah, it was. But as soon as I picked him up, he was so cute. I gave him a big old hug. I knew we were going to have a good time.
Right off the bat, huh?
Yeah.
So, Brett, that was a good sign. And when you saw Carrie, what stood out first thing?
Her chest did.
Yeah.
I saw a little outline of a nipple ring, and I gave her a nice big hug, and actually got to feel that up against me.
So you knew things were going to be good at that point.
Oh, yeah.
So, Jamie, see, again, you said that she likes to show off her jewelry, especially that particular ring. All right, so that's consistent. As far as the drive up to San Francisco, Carrie, interesting sights, what was going on?
Actually, yeah, I had asked him if he had ever seen like an unfamiliar object, and within like 10
Unfamiliar
15
object?
yes.
Yeah, what exactly do you mean?
Within like 10 or 15 minutes, we
Don't you
we
mean
saw these big,
unidentified
huge,
flying object?
whatever, these big, huge,
UFO, same thing.
these big, huge 3 lights up in the sky that were like swooping down over the highway, and I could have sworn it was
Right.
maybe something.
Now, Brett, you
crazy.
guys weren't abducted or anything. X-Files. Well, stop.
No, I think she actually wanted to be abducted because she's telling me to pull over on the side of the road by it, but we got up close enough and it was just a crop dusting plane.
Oh, no anal probes or anything then, I guess.
No.
Okay. So, Carrie, what was the next close encounter?
Well, we got to the hotel, and I wanted to grab a shower, and he had asked me if he could like hang out in the bathroom.
Yeah, right. I'm with Jamie on this one. How does that work? You're showering, he's just hanging out.
What do you mean by hanging out?
He was just like sitting on the
we're just
toilet
talking.
to me.
Curtain was shut.
Getting to know each other, I guess, a little bit. But unlike Jamie, he kept his hands out of his pants. Yes, he did. He was good.
All right, so she showers, and then what? She tuck you into bed afterwards, or what was going on?
Actually, she tucked me into our bed.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Wait a minute. You had the same room?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but it was nothing. Really.
Nothing. You're both in the same bed. It's nothing in San
Wait,
Francisco.
really and truly.
Okay, I'm just
Okay, make it sound like it was, but it was all innocent.
What else happened that night, though, Carrie? Tell us what else.
Well, we went to sleep, woke up. I actually woke up to Brent groping me, and yes, and
Wait, in
I
his
told
sleep,
him
or was he
to calm.
awake?
No, it was when we woke up.
No, I was just
I
trying
told him
to hold
to
her
calm
close
down and go get a shower, and we would go out after that, and so.
Cold shower, I would imagine. Yeah.
So.
All right, so you got through that part of the day. So you had the whole day ahead of you. What did you guys do?
We actually tried to catch a concert there, and it was a little bit expensive, so we just headed on over to Fisherman's Wharf, had a great time. Yeah, we got a little late to that concert.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you're sightseeing all day long, and then you're there for the night. How did it wrap up?
We played a little game of show and tell with the nipple ring.
Oh, yeah?
I showed him, yes.
You took it out and showed him, right?
I just showed him the ring, not the actual boob.
No, it was disconnected at the time, I guess.
Just the ring.
Now, Carrie,
Yeah.
did you get a chance to see Jamie and what he was all about as far as physically?
Yeah, he's fit. He's definitely takes care of himself.
He doesn't have the body of the little girl, then.
No, he doesn't. You could tell. He
Looks like a
Howard
tick
got a
about to
little bit.
burst.
All right, so you guys are still in San Francisco at this point, Brett. What about the next morning? More sightseeing, or what happened?
Yeah, we did a little bit more sightseeing, but actually it was all done in bed.
Oh, yeah? So, Carrie, you guys connected pretty well physically. What about emotionally? Did you guys?
Actually, we had great talks. We got deep spirituality, stuff like that. Then on the way home, we actually stopped off at his mom's, and they've got a great relationship. And I like a man that's got a good relationship with his mom. Really
Well, that's kind of nice. You're bringing her home to meet Mom right off the bat.
Yeah, Mom liked her too.
Good.
That was a good sign right there.
Yeah. Now, Brent, on the ride home, anything that stood out for you?
Actually, her driving stood out. It was a little on the scary side, weaving in and out of traffic at 90, 95 miles an hour. And
Yeah.
I was holding on. I was holding on tight.
It's a little excessive.
It was quick.
So, Carrie, would you say overall Brent left a pretty good impression with you?
Yeah, he did. We had a really, really good time. Up until he started making impressions. He started doing like Austin Powers, and I had to like hit it with "Okay, Jamie," type of thing. And then when we were saying goodbye, he actually grabbed my breast, and I thought that was a little tacky. So, but other than that, we had a really good time. We had a really good time.
My hand has a mind of its own.
I see. Trying to shag you, was he?
Yeah.
That's what it was. All right, well, will 2 nights in bed together be enough to give Carrie a change of heart? We're going to see. But first, let's see if Jamie's date was able to change his tune. We'll be right back. On Carrie's date with Brent. Now let's find out what Jamie had in store. Now, Jamie says Carrie is closed for business in the bedroom, takes fashion tips from Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, and makes Dan Quayle look like a genius. So we set him up with a gal who says sex is fun, has the fashion sense of Meg Ryan, and believes that brain power is beautiful. Please welcome Delilah Anderson.
Yeah.
Hi, Delilah. Good to see you. Carrie, what do you think? Does Delilah look like she could stimulate Jamie's intellect?
I hope so, because that's probably all she'll be able to stimulate.
Jamie, let me ask you, did the date get off to a good start? How'd things go?
Awesome start. I went to pick her up, and I didn't hear her come around the corner until I started hearing, Jerry! Jerry! And I'm like, Delilah! Delilah! And we finally found each other, like, locked in, and this girl was so hot. She made me want to touch my own butt. I mean, I was like, ooh, yeah.
Did you want to touch
And
something
Delilah,
else?
you could see the enthusiasm, I guess?
Oh, yeah, definitely. It was really cool. Like, the first words out of his mouth were, "You're a knockout." And I'm like, you go, boy. That's like the perfect thing to hear in a first date. And he's really handsome, too, so I told him so.
So, Delilah, what did he do to impress you? Where did he take you first?
Well, did a lot of things that impressed me, but the first place we went, I asked him to stop at the store because I needed something to drink, and so I went in and got my beverage, and I saw something really cute, and I wanted him to have a token to remember our date, so I got him some bird's nest-shaped little pastas. They're really cute. Yeah.
Bird's nest pasta. Jamie, was that dinner then, or what was that?
No, we headed over the hill for sushi, and sushi and sake bombs, and this girl was awesome. We were doing sake bombs, and she just kept high-fiving every time.
Sake will do that to you.
We do that.
Yeah, how about Jamie? How about when you go out with Carrie? Is it that festive?
We don't go out.
Oh, you don't? I'm sorry.
We don't go out.
What about Delilah's tables manners, Jamie? Were they okay?
That was the only freaky part about it. She was just like hoarding the sushi, and she would just eat all of her sushi, then she'd jump in on my sushi, then she starts ordering more sushi, and like before I can even step in, she's gone.
Yeah. And Delilah, to look at you, you don't look like you would really be putting it away. Did you work off the calories?
Well, yeah, he had something interesting in store for me. We went on a midnight hike in the Malibu Mountains, and we went a long ways too. It was pitch black, but tons of stars, of course, because we're right by the ocean, and it was really romantic too because he let me hang on to him so I wouldn't fall off the cliff.
And Jamie, is this something you would do with Carrie?
No.
Carrie would get her high heels stuck in the mud.
So that wouldn't work.
She doesn't like to put on cargo pants and a t-shirt and go walk into the woods. So.
Whatever.
All right, so Delilah, I guess you made it back out safe and no wildlife attacked you or anything like that. What was next on the agenda?
Let's see, we decided to go dancing, shake a groove thing. So we went to the dance club and we stood in line because the line was really long and it was totally fun just hanging outside. We like laughed and told jokes and danced and sang to each other. His impressions are the bomb. They're really
you liked it. And Carrie, somebody can appreciate his impressions.
Yes, we can.
She got a little taste of them. So, Jamie, did you get inside and as Delilah said, shake your groove thing?
Finally got in the door, and this girl put down a disco foot. We jammed for about 2 hours, and I couldn't. Every time I looked at her, she was just so pretty, I would lose my beat, and I'd just be like,
dancing like a white boy.
like that. Yeah. I had to keep looking at the ground.
So, Delilah, did you guys do like dirty dancing or anything?
Sure, we got kind of hot and sweaty, and I think we bumped and grinded a couple times. And I've been noticing all night that he has really nice lips, so that's when I took my opportunity and got a lip lock on the dance floor.
Now, Carrie, here's this guy out, your boyfriend, lip locking in public. You okay with that?
Well, I guess I have to be.
Taking showers and talking in bed. And,
All right, so Jamie, we got a lot of, the picture of the physical attraction that was going on. What about the intelligence that you said Carrie lacks as far as Delilah was concerned?
We rapped all night about all sorts of things, and she could talk about anything and have something intelligent to say. In fact, on the way back to drop her off...
And I don't. I have my own interests.
Jerry Springer's Nietzsche. Okay.
Actually, we did have good conversation.
We had great conversation.
That's
what?
good.
Unfamiliar flying objects?
There you go.
Hey,
Okay.
we got spiritual, and she told me that you can get spiritual.
No,
so
he doesn't. He's not in touch at all.
Okay, well, on the
I
way
felt your
back,
spirit on the floor.
That's a different kind of
There you
spirit.
go.
Yes.
but on the way back, we were so into each other's conversation, I totally blew by where she lived, and we ended
You
up
weren't
driving,
paying
like,
attention.
7 miles out of our way before we're like, where
Now,
we going?
Delilah, did you get the equal impression of his intelligence?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Jamie's totally smart. The one thing he said that kind of threw me a little bit was that he's a procrastinator. And
Puts
I'm
things
really
off.
ambitious, so it's kind of like not the right thing to say to a girl on a first date. So, you know.
Yeah, you don't want to know that. Okay. Now, Jamie, did you want a little something from Delilah that you forgot to ask for?
Well, I know she's a singer, and I really wanted her to sing for me, so
Oh,
So,
you should
Delilah,
ask
you-
me that night.
I was hoping we never got around to it, though.
Well, here we go.
she prepared a little something
Right
for us?
on.
Okay.
Have you ever thought for a teeny weeny moment how to make me fall in love with you? Listen here, for a teeny weeny moment, it ain't as hard as it may appear. Oh, I don't wear just diamonds. The shiny pearl will do me just fine. I ain't an extra dry martini girl. Order me up a nice glass of red wine. But sake was perfect.
There you go. Very nice. All right, thank you, Delilah.
Thank you, guys.
We'll be back in a teeny weeny moment to find out if Jamie and Carrie will have a change of heart, so stay here. To find out Jamie and Carrie's final decision, so here we go. Now, Jamie, we're going to start with you. You told us that you couldn't imagine a day going by without seeing Carrie. But you did say, you know, you clicked with Delilah. You guys had a really good date. She sang you that nice little song at the end. We need to get your decision. What do you say?
Well, I had a ball with Delilah. She's an incredible free spirit. She's just really relaxing to be around, and I definitely want to know her more. But Carrie and I have this comfort zone, and there's this place that we are when we're together that it's just really relaxing. And I just can't imagine not seeing her on a daily basis, so I need to stay together.
So you say stay together, okay? Delilah, sorry things didn't work out. Carrie, we're going to come to you and get your decision. Now, you seem to really adore Jamie, despite your problems that you guys have in your relationship. You did have a weekend getaway with Brent. Jamie says he wants to stay together. We got to find out what you say.
Well, I had a chance to go on my fantasy date, and Jamie, I love you very, very much. I do. And regardless, I want to remain great friends. But I think that I need to continue to look for my fantasy.
So change of heart. So Carrie, you say you want to continue to search. That means that you don't necessarily want to go out with Brent. You want to sort of stay on your own? Basically. Okay, that's a yes. All right, Brent, sorry things didn't work out in that department for you either. Well, the two of you, I guess, could come to the conclusion, or at least Carrie has, that it's time to maybe separate a little bit, but she does want to stay dear friends, and hopefully that will happen. That is our show for today. Thanks to Delilah and Brent and Carrie and Jamie for being here. We'll see you next time on Change of Heart.